Good morning, Earthlings. Wait, hold on. That's a little up close and personal. Good morning, Earthlings. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Makira, and today I will be discussing how my life literally changed on shrooms. I am not trying to influence to do them, but if you want to, go ahead and do it, girl. I don't think they're drugs personally. I think they're plant medicine. For legal purposes, that's what I'm going to be referring them as. As y'all can see, I'm outside and there's a lot of birds near me, so just use the noise as ambience. The day was 222. Damn, y'all really don't want me to make my video. Why? I'm in my groove. I didn't intentionally do them on that day. It just so happened a girl that I was following on Instagram who never sold them that day. And it's 222 right now. Okay, focus. So when I found out that she was selling them, obviously I did my research on them because I didn't want to go into anything without at least knowing a little bit of knowledge. The knowledge that I gathered was to set an intention, take at least 2 grams to get the full experience, and don't do it if you're depressed. I don't know about the last thing, I just made that up, but if you're scared of your own emotions or if you're scared of your own fears, they will really just enhance that. That's why you hear so many stories of people killing themselves off of them or jumping off of bridges or whatever. They make you feel whatever is needed to be felt so you can get to the next step in your life. It's really about having an open mind. I really hope I'm attracting the audience that's not closed-minded, because I don't care for being judged, because I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I already established that I wanted to do them alone because, first of all, I'm very sensitive with energy and my intention was to meet my higher self. For safety purposes, I did make sure I had a shroom sitter, but they was on FaceTime, like that was gonna do anything. We're not gonna give her a name because she's really not that important to remember. All you need to know is that she was my friend and I was talking to her. I decided to do them at a late time, which is 12 a.m. I was very scared, okay? I was nervous because I did hear all of these stories. You know, people are dying off of them. I was like, I don't know if this is for me or not. I had to pull myself together. My friend told me, pull yourself together, it's okay because you're gonna do it either way go. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I might as well go into it with a positive mindset. I'm sorry, y'all, I had to move the cameras to my hand because the sun was moving too much and I'm gonna move along right with her. And I like this angle better. I look so good, oh my god. So I made sure everything was aligned, everything was straight, and as soon as 12 o'clock hit, gobble gobble, I ate them up. And I didn't eat them with anything because I personally thought they tasted good. I think they just taste like butterless popcorn. I wasn't scared anymore because I had to get that fear out of my mind because I knew that would turn out bad for me, but I was still a little nervous. I'm like, what am I gonna experience? Like, I hope I don't become addicted off of these. After 10 minutes passed, so like 12:10, they hit. From that point on, I was just amazed, bro. I started seeing everything in the world differently and I was so overjoyed to the point where I started crying and laughing uncontrollably. You know how you get high with your friends and they say something funny and you can't stop laughing? It's like that times 10. I'm not sure what I was laughing about, but I'm pretty sure it was just because I was overfilled with happiness. In that moment, I looked at the colors that I had in my room because I had LED lights. This green that you see right here, it was living. Imagine your favorite color as a person times 10. Think of your favorite rapper as that color. I don't know how to explain it or why I'm even trying to explain it, but all colors had emotions to me and I was just connecting with them, and I realized how important colors are in life. In that moment, I was expressing so much gratitude over the little things such as colors. I just remember reflecting on everything in my life and just realizing that I am truly abundant. Even if I have nothing, I am an abundant being. I have multiple resources that I'm capable of grasping. That moment was the first moment I ever experienced gratitude at its fullest. I know I'm explaining little things in my trip that happened. It's because it impacts my life on a daily, and trust me, we're gonna get to the part where I met my higher self. Colors wasn't the only thing that had emotions that day. Everything inanimate was having energy and I felt all the energy. That's when my emotion shifted to sadness. Dang, I feel all of this energy, I feel all of this emotion, but why can't these things feel for me? I feel like I was looking for a lot of outside validation, but in that moment I was just thinking, I live in a fake world, which I don't, obviously. All of these things can't feel for me, but I can feel for them. So we must live in a simulation. At that point in my life, I was very drowned with other people's spiritual advice or other people's conspiracies, and I wasn't really looking for my authentic opinions on things, which is why I thought we lived in a simulation. So I was just looking at everything. I was like, dang, I'm in a box. And I was in a box because I was in my house. I just didn't understand what I was trying to say, because I thought Earth was the box and I was trapped. Act like you're the girl that I was on the phone with, so I can just say however I was in that moment easily. We're trapped. Earth is a box. I'm stuck. I can't escape. I'm stuck here. I'm physically stuck. I want to get out. It was my soul not coming out of my body, but literally talking to the person that I was on the phone with, trying to help her make me understand that this thing that we're experiencing, which is life, is not real, and that we are fake, and that we need to get gone and we need to get out of this physical world. But honestly, I just think I was full of fear in that moment, because I filled my mind with fear with the idea of us being in a simulation. And oh my bad, I keep looking over there because I just need to reminisce. I can't just look at myself because I get easily distracted. I was trying to explain to the soul, not to the person. I was trying to drag her soul out of the phone so we could leave this physical earth, which is like crazy now that I reflect on it, but it was cool. It was a cool experience. After that moment of me realizing that we live in a box, or that I was trapped in the physical world, which is true, because we are trapped in the physical world until we die, until we ascend into another world or another realm. I had an out-of-body experience. I literally saw myself as myself, and I saw how I view myself, how my friends viewed me, and how my family viewed me, and I saw things that I need to work on. I was the most beautiful thing, not even just on a physical level. I realized that I am genuine, and I have a genuine purpose, and everything that I'm doing was aligning with that purpose. It's just sometimes I may portray as something other than what I actually am due to society blockages from our authentic beings. In that out-of-body experience, I'm not sure if it was astral projection or not, but I saw a whole different, like, I don't know if it was a universe or a dimension, where it was just home. It was beautiful. I felt at peace. It felt so familiar. I'm gonna try to find a picture on how that realm or a dimension looked. Imagine this with orange energy. All the little things matter, because small moments matter to me. I really pay attention to all the details, and me just explaining all of this is really for my memory of this trip. So I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory, even though I should have did that at the beginning of this video. I feel like it's more important now. As I said, the time was February 22nd, which means it was winter time. And Texas decided to have a whole winter storm out of nowhere, and I'm pretty sure if you live in Texas, you know what I mean. That winter storm caused me to be sick. Not sick to a point where it was COVID, but sick to the point where I thought it was COVID, and I had to call off of work, but my work wasn't giving me days off until that winter storm. As I was still talking to my friend, just explaining everything that's going on in my mind. For example, one of the things that happened, as I was looking at my colors on my LED lights, you know how sometimes LED lights have that one little piece? My corner was not filled all the way, so I was like, look at this. Everywhere has lights except for this one corner, and it was so sad. I was crying, but no physical tears was coming out. I was explaining to my friend how scary this one color was against my room colors. And mind you, during this whole shroom trip, I was not sick. It's like that healed me automatically, but in that specific moment, I kept coughing, I kept shivering, but I didn't want to go under my blanket because I didn't want to fall asleep. This is about the 4th hour I'm into the trip, and the trip itself is 6 hours, and I knew this. I knew I had an intention that I wanted to fulfill before the trip was over, but I was neglecting it. I kept saying, she's rushing me, she's rushing me, I can't go get water because I'm stuck right here, she's rushing me. The way I was saying that, you would have thought I was possessed and I was in a scary movie. I was saying she's rushing me as if my higher self kept giving me signs to lay down and listen to her and learn the lesson that she wanted to teach me. But no, I wanted to be egotistical and just share all the knowledge in my brain to my friend. Sharing your thoughts with your friend is completely fine, but me, I knew I had an intention of meeting my higher self. In that moment, it was taking away from that time with my higher self. As I was talking to my friend, boom, the power in my house just shut off. Now, we didn't have that happen to us probably in like a couple days from the storm, so I was like, that's her. That's definitely her. Like, that's my sign. And then my phone turned off and it hung up from the FaceTime that I was on the phone with my friend. I'm like, That ain't no storm. That ain't no power outages. That's definitely my higher self forcing me to listen and take all the signs. And I knew what was going on. I knew I was neglecting her, so I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I kept apologizing. I was like, thank you, and then I just kept apologizing, like, okay, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry, because I knew all of these signs was for me to just lay down. Even me coughing, because I wasn't sick in that trip until I kept neglecting my higher self. As soon as I laid down under my covers, ascension. Like, I'm so serious. That's why I avoided getting under my covers and just staying cold. Me being me, I still wanted to check up on my friend, call her back, make sure she was good for the night. So I did. I just made sure, hey, are you okay? She was like, okay, go meet your higher self, just go lay down, meditate, do whatever you gotta do. Girl, if you was gonna be so understanding, I could have been done this. But that's what happens when you don't put yourself first. You neglect whatever it is that you want and trying to please others. But that's a whole lesson within itself. I had a higher guided meditation saved in my watch later, and I'll put the video right here. So if you want to meet your higher self while you're sober or while you're on shrooms. Once I laid back down, I was vibrating so freaking much and my body was just flowing. I'm here now. I'm ready to listen to what you got to tell me, so you can have my full attention. Speak. Come on, you rushed me. Come on. As I was there, I kept thinking about all the other things in my life. I kept thinking about the friend that I was on the phone with, because I wasn't sure that my messages fully resonated. Then I wanted to think about everybody else in my life other than my higher self. While this was happening, I was becoming even more sick, vibrating more, flowing more. It just felt so uncomfortable. I kept neglecting my higher self, which is why I kept feeling uncomfortable. I know most people probably won't understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make you understand. I'm just expressing my story. She was making me feel more and more uncomfortable until I got my mind off of what I was thinking about. But little did I know, my higher self was going to take me back to those things. But throughout the guided meditation, it basically take you to this tree, and some of the branches have your family on it, and it goes specific to each person. One of the branches have friends. It goes to specific to each person. One of the branches have what I'm doing, for example, my job, my passions, or whatever it is that I want to complete or do. I call that tree the tree of life, because that's basically what it was, a tree of my life. And the journey that I was in on the guided meditation took me to each part of the tree, which was so dope, bro. At the end of the tree, or the top of the tree, was my higher self, and that's where I got to meet my higher self. I say her, but it's me. It's just a version of myself that I was hoping to become one day, which is why I wanted to meet her, because I wanted to see my potential as a being in this world. For those who are wondering, it wasn't no necessarily physical person that I was looking at. It was more of an energy that I felt. It was basically like an intuitive conversation of me gaining knowledge just by the energy. My higher self wanted me to believe in my answer and believe in myself, because I know what's best for me, honestly. As I was seeing my friends and my family, all of the things that I was thinking of before the whole meditation started, I gained all the knowledge and all the answers like I needed to. It was just all about me willing to listen and willing to be in that present moment instead of focus on everything else and everybody else other than myself. There was a lot of knowledge and information retrieved, a lot about myself. It was so dope. I don't want to share every little thing, every nook and cranny, because it is my spiritual journey, and that moment right there was very sacred to me. So me even sharing this part of it is very crazy, but it's dope because it have an overall message, which is find your intention for the world, or for your purpose, or for your mission in life, and focus on your intention. Don't focus so much on anything outside of that, because those things will come along the journey. That's what I learned from that experience. Think about it like this. Say you have a goal of buying a house, but you want a married man in that house, you want kids in that house, you want beautiful furniture in that house, but you haven't even got the house yet. Your intention or your goal is to get the house first, and then all the other things will come along with it. My intention for this YouTube channel is not to get views, it's to inspire people. So as long as I follow that intention, all the views and everything that come with being on YouTube will come along. It's all about trusting your faith and whatever you believe in, I believe in myself. Putting all your faith into that will get you to wherever you need to be. Maybe not where you want to be, because everything you want is not what's best for you. You have to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that definitely. I, as a human being, wanted to latch on to a lot of things that weren't meant for me, but definitely pleased my ego at that moment. When you learn to let go, walk into the unknown and be comfortable in the unknown, then you will be satisfied at the end, because at the end of the day, you have no expectations for life, which means you can't be let down. My battery is about to die because I didn't charge it fully. So with all that being said, I did quit my job, for those who are wondering. Thank you for enjoying this moment with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to count your blessings, say your affirmations, and live life to the fullest, because we're here for a good time, not a long time. Peace.